Omega Alpha, your source for effective supplements through science since 1992, including Regenerec, Biotic 8 Plus, Hemex, Equine Liver Flush, Healthy Horse, Testos Boost, Minerac, Equine Anti-Flam, and many more. Backstretch Buzz at the Jug is brought to you by Omega Alpha. In this segment, USTA Social Media Coordinator Wendy Ross discusses the ins and the outs of hosting the Little Brown Jug with Tom Wright, Director of Racing and the President of the Delaware County Agricultural Society Board.
Hey, Tom, thank you so much for being with us here today. Tell us a little bit of briefly what it takes for you and how you are involved so closely in putting on the jug each and every year.
It's a year-round fun thing for us, and we've got a lot of good people on our fair board that help to put on the race. But we're taking stakes payments obviously throughout the year and those kind of things. And then the real fun starts in a couple of weeks when we begin to race. But I mean, in a nutshell, it's not just a single group. I mean, there's a bunch of us that are behind it, and it's a lot of fun from that regard to get that many volunteer people to work hard for something like this.
The state of Ohio, I think overall, has been such a big advocate of being so proactive in the COVID-19 pandemic that we've kind of been sitting on the edge of our seat with the jug coming up throughout the year. Tell us a little bit about what that was like from when it happened, and then is it going to happen, and then obviously the putting on the race, but with no spectators this year. Take us through that little bit of the process there.
It has been a roller coaster beyond belief. Literally almost weekly at times. It seems like we're changing. We want to make sure. I mean, obviously the safety of everybody who's coming is A1 priority, the safety of the horsemen and being safe from that regard. We want to abide by what the governor says, but then you also have what your state health department says and what your local health department says. And we're trying to work with all those entities along with the Racing Commission on protocols and things. And it has been a challenge, let's say, and we'll spend, a few of us spent, I can't tell you how many hours on one part of it and expecting spectators, and then boom, we're no more. And literally it changed for us yesterday. And so I'm going to be allowed to have owners only at the races this year. We certainly want to, appreciate all they're doing and them staking their horses, no question about it. Makes a big difference for us. But again, that puts a whole nother set of boundaries and rules that we're going to have to follow and step up some things. So yeah, it has dramatically changed as an event goes. We are, as you said, going to simulcast. We're working hard to get as many places around the world as we possibly can. I think last year we touched, I think Jason said, like 420 locations around the world. And I challenged him to see if we could get to 500. I don't know if we're going to get there or not, but
well, hats off to you and the entire crew there, because, it could have just been, we're not having it, scrap it. Let's not do it, because, it is a race for the fans, and the fans aren't going to be there this year. So you guys really going above and beyond and doing it mainly for the sport of harness racing and keeping that tradition and that value. And, kind of a sad thing, because it is the 75th anniversary. And especially for, I know I've been working with you guys closely. I think this is going to be my 14th or 15th year. And it's special to everyone. You are so closely involved. As we saw earlier before we went on camera, you had a picture of John Campbell winning with Lifesign, and you have the whip that John used that day when he won with Lifesign. So those are just little things that how special the race is. So you have to feel good knowing that you kept the tradition going.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there wasn't a question. We were going to race no matter what. I don't want to stop. I don't want it to stop on my watch. So I was definitely convinced we were going to race from the beginning, whether we had no simulcasting or whatever the results were. As long as the horsemen were willing, we were willing to do that. So that part wasn't in question. It's okay, how can we somewhat feasibly do this? not very many people write a business plan trying to break even, and that's what we're trying to do, is break even. But that's okay. We're excited about it. It is our 75th, and we got to move forward. We can't look behind us. We got to look forward, and we're going to make the best out of this. I hope lots of our fans can watch it on a variety of venues that they've got out there. There wasn't any question. We were going to race.
One thing about the Little Brown Jug, people certainly will be watching, not maybe there in person, but they'll be tuning in. So I think it's going to be a good event. And, it's actually getting more of an allure about it, just because people are like, oh, there's no fans. So you're kind of like, well, everyone's like, but we're still going to be tuning in. And that's such a good feeling overall. So, Tom, thank you so much for being with us. And I think it's going to be okay. And then, I got some positive vibes, and I'm sending them to you and everybody that's involved in the Little Brown Jug Society and in the race, for sure.
Thanks, Wendy. I really appreciate it. And this was nice, you guys. And we're getting there are a lot of nice folks that have reached out, whether they're volunteering, whether they're just a variety of folks. OHHA has been fantastic for us to work with, and supportive, and the whole industry has. So anybody watching, thank you very much for the support. We really appreciate it.